Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, the Big Easy took it. Let's see. Now, maybe I'll say the boys from Down Under took it to the Big Easy. How about that?
One of these days, that tournament's going to be called the Birdies and Bourbon Classic. We're going to steal it from Zurich. I mean, how can you not when it's that close to Bourbon Street? Come on.
I know, man. I know. So let's see what happens. So first off, congratulations to Team Mullet. You know what? Leishman walking out with that wig on. It doesn't get any better. It's like either things are going to go really, really good or they're going to go really, really bad when I do this. So I guess it just goes to show that Cameron Smith has got a hell of a sense of humor. Now, he did tell, I don't know if it's girlfriend or wife, I didn't look that far into it, but he told his significant other, if they won the Zurich, he's cutting off the mullet.
Really?
And I'm like, hey, why would you break a streak?
You want to crash?
I mean, one in a row, baby. Why would you break a streak? So it'll be interesting to see. I don't think he's going to be playing at the Valspar this week. At least I didn't see. I may have skimmed over him. I didn't see he or Leishman, so I'm sure they're they got 2-year tour exemption. So not that they needed it, but they've got it now. It's like, hey, can I put that in my back pocket and use that when I need it? Or is this something that I got to use right away? So not sure how that works, but congratulations to those guys. I thought we were going to get to see a lot more free golf than we actually saw. Oosthuizen and Charl looked pretty good out there, man. I would say Louis O. I don't know that he's ever been gone, but if you want to say that he was trending in maybe a wrong direction, he's definitely trending back. Definitely carried Team South Africa. And, Charl didn't look that bad either. He maybe the wrist injury's done.
Hey, 'tis the season for Big Brown now. I mean, we got Lee Westwood, we got Louis O. You're betting Big Brown, like I think this weekend at the Kentucky Derby. I think that's what you told me. So
I've got a few horses in the on the charts for there. Actually, I did break out the Bell Mead for the show, gearing up for Derby week here. So we may have a show coming up later on in the week about the Kentucky Derby. Only for fun. We're not experts or professionals at anything, mind you. So we'll keep it just at that.
Exactly.
Let's see. Who else? Keegan Bradley looked pretty good out there. Came in with a T4. What about
your one and done did better than my one? I was sending you text on Saturday morning with some Top Gear music, and I was feeling good. I was hitting T3, but these guys couldn't do anything on the best ball day, and they only did pretty well on the alternate shot. My team.
Yeah. Which I don't know, surprising. I mean, you would tend to think that that's the harder lineup for the two. What about Rickie Werenski and Uline coming in there, solo third place? So pretty strong showing for them.
We talk about Rickie Werenski every once in a while because he's been playing pretty dang good. Had a good year last year, and he's sneaky, man. He's sneaky. Yeah.
Who else showed up? I tell you, I don't know. When did Billy Horschel become so popular? Let me rephrase that. I know he's been popular. Don't get me wrong. FedEx Cup champion, not taking anything away from Horschel, but he's been getting a hell of a lot of TV time. I guess that means he's playing some damn good golf. So
I think it was after you posted those couple pictures of him on our Instagram with the following at the Masters. I think that's what did it for him.
Working on that. Player incentive. What's
yeah.
What is it? The player
impact program.
Player impact program. Yeah. So
I'm gonna get you on that same program.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Billy O, ours is gonna go for $4 though.
If Billy O wants to send a little scratch my way, and I'm definitely open for it. Who else? Keith Mitchell and Snedeker actually showed up. T4 for those guys, looking good out there this weekend. I don't know what you think about the golf course. I thought definitely a challenge.
It was challenging, more challenging than I thought it was going to be, for sure. Yeah, my guys couldn't do anything. Yeah.
Speaking of your guys not doing anything,
I think they top 11. I think they're like number 11 or something like that. I'm just
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, Cam Smith and. No, I'm sorry, not Cam Champ and Tony Finau. They just couldn't get the ship righted there. They looked good coming into Sunday, but they just got smoked, man. So
Peters and Lewis, that one was one I had one in my DraftKings lineup. That one did really well. Yeah.
Rahm and Palmer coming in 7th place at 17 under. So they had a little I'd say a few people lost some money on that one.
What happens if Rahm plays with Finau next year? They're big buds, right? Big Arizona.
Oh yeah. Silverleaf guys.
The Silverleaf duo.
Yeah. Maybe it's like, hey, all right, broke that streak, Palmer. You're out of here. So next year it's going to be Spieth and Palmer take home the belts. There you go.
There you go.
You heard it here first. Let's see what else is going on in the golf. Tiger out scoping out the new property. Did you see the picture get posted with Tiger and the dog? He's out on the crutches, got the boot on, moving around. Looks like he's doing something to stay in shape. It didn't. I mean, other than the extra accoutrements he was toting around, I didn't see anything that didn't look like Tiger Woods of old.
He looked good. I mean, looked good. He had a cast on or whatever, but on crutches. But he's got the backyards all tore up, and he's putting in. What could he possibly be doing? Yeah, I could talk to you about this offline.
Amen corner. He's building Amen corner in the backyard that way.
In a CBS booth.
Right. And
he said, "I'm going to get this player impact right."
He's probably got Jim Nantz a little cot up there to sleep in, So
he's going to have Nantz break his contract with CBS to be able to report daily from the Tiger compound.
Exactly. That place is big enough. We've been. Can I say we've been by it? Seems kind of stalkerish, but we have been by the property a few times, and if you haven't, if you just Google Google Maps or Google Earth, and you can get an overhead image. I mean, I feel like you could spend a lot of time on that property. And other than the cameras that are watching you, you may not see another person at all.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's basically, it's a compound. That's for sure. Yeah.
Just saying.
Very cool what he's doing. I was glad to see that he posted the picture. Hey, maybe he can get some good progress this year and start teasing us. And we love a good tease like that. So, and if we can see him tee it up next year, that'd be cool. Yeah. A lot of people are saying, don't count him out. Don't count him out.
Well, I mean, look what happens when you do count him out.
Yeah, you lose money.
There you go. Let's see. How many more commercials did Rickie Fowler book since the PIP announcement?
Oh man, I did hear an interview with him about this, and he said it's good for the sport and something. I think he said something like that. But it's pretty interesting. Go ahead and give a little summary for the people if they haven't heard about what's going on.
It's good. It's good for the sport if you get to play in half of the amount of tournaments and you still are pulling single digit, your T5 or better in the top 10. So the player impact program, it's basically, I'm going to say it's social media driven. I mean, there's other, it's Google searches. It's how many times are people looking for your name, et cetera. I don't have that pulled up in front of me, but no surprise. Tiger Woods was ranked number 1. So you had Woods, Woods, McIlroy, Fowler, DJ, Adam Scott actually pulls in 10th. Oh, speaking of Koepka. So I saw he threw a little gauntlet down for the Barstool Sports guys. And he's like, so he says, I can beat you left-handed. I don't know. Is he throwing shade on some other podcasts out there? I mean, why did he go that avenue?
I don't know. I thought it was surprising he went with the Barstool guys. I thought he was friends with some other guys out there, but he obviously spoke, I guess, or tweeted with what he thought was going to get him the most engagement so he can get in the top 10 on this thing. Now, my concern with Koepka is he's already got that little beer belly going. If Portnoy gets him hooked on that pizza, it's going to pizza and beer. It's like, holy cow, here we go.
Pizza and beer. Yeah, that Michelob Ultra is not living up to its zero carbs, 0 calories. I know it's not that, but here's what I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, but let me make reference. And it's and again, hey, we like these guys. It's not all of them, it's love to see them play, but as of, up until the past 12 months, up until COVID, Koepka had a pretty limited schedule. Mm-hmm. And, and he's blatant, right? I mean, just go watch any Koepka interview that's not a major. And he says, of course I'm here to win, but I only care about winning majors. And when he's at a major, he says, of course I'm here to win. It's a major. Yeah. But now he's going to go play left-handed and I'm not calling it a clown car, but I mean, is that an exhibition or is that, I don't know. And again, I hope it's not coming off derogatory, but just the demeanor that he's put out there about himself is that he only wants to play golf when the best are there and the most is on the line. And I didn't see what portion the number, from, so the players ranked 1 through 10 in the PIP program. They're getting a portion of those funds.
Yeah.
So, and it's 40 million. Does the lion's share go to?
I think they each get 4 million. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, that's a pretty good payday. I mean, you're not winning 4 million at a major, but you got, that's one, you got 4 tournaments a year that you can get. Well, 5, let's call it with with TPC.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're going to have to go all year long unless the publicist got a hold of him and said, hey, I got one event for you, and you're guaranteed to pull in $4 million, just like winning a major.
That's interesting. So who do you think, do you think this was set up beforehand where it's like it was negotiated with Portnoy and the Barstool guys, or do you think it's just ad hoc that he just tweeted at him? I think probably there's some wheeling and dealing behind the scenes.
Well, I'm wondering what their cut is. And is that legal?
Exactly. But Brooks low that camera.
Well, I mean, look at it like this. It's working. We're talking about it, and we're not the only ones that are talking about it. And so here's my question. Can he beat him left-handed?
Oh yeah. I've seen Brooks swing left-handed. He's pretty good. Good. Yeah.
Right.
Actually, you know what? This is what's going to happen here. We're talking about it. And then Jay Monahan is going to put together an event. He's going to have all the players play left-handed against each other instead of right-handed. We got to have stroke play. We're going to have team matches. We're going to have Ryder Cup. We're going to have left-handed events. I can see it coming. Finally, my calling.
Might as well break out the persimmons. Hey, Dan, you got a chance.
Phil said, aha.
No, good stuff, man. Hey, you know what? I think it's good. Who's it going to impact? Homa. Has Homa got extra Twitter feeds opened up? Because he was already on board, right?
Exactly.
So, are there extra, Homa 1, Homa 2, Homa 3? I don't know, maybe. I'm trying to think of who else is really engaging out there. What's Berger's handle?
Something about like Jivey, or what is it? Slick or something like that. What is it?
I don't know. That's how memorable it is.
Straight vibing. Straight
vibing. Yeah. So, I guess he's already kind of doing something fun with it. Him out there and who Hatton, I guess, out in the Lambo, scooting around.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's cute. Is it $4 million cute? I don't know. It's, think about PGA and what they promote and how they promote it from a charity perspective. Okay, well, you're padding these multi-millionaires even more. I mean, does $4 million really move the needle for them? I'm saying for the already the top 10 that exists, right? Mm-hmm. So again, Woods, McIlroy, Koepka, Phil may or may not have been on there. Spieth was on there. Adam Scott was on there. I mean, hey, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure Adam Scott is much better than 10th next year. I can guarantee you that.
So let me ask you this, though. We didn't talk about this. What about the Incredible Bulk? What is he going to do?
Ooh. I'm sure there's something coming. I think he made the top 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm more interested because I don't know that they're, you hear some of these players coming on some of these, podcasts or talk shows. And I would say, I don't want to say it's restrictive, but I didn't see what the governances was around what can and can't they do, because, they're never talking about betting, no. But when you think about DraftKings and FanDuel and all the other things that are kind of out there, they're like so far away from that, right? They're not even, it's like click.
Yeah. But Bryson does have a DK on his hat now.
That's true. Yeah. But they don't talk about it. That's not something that gets brought up. So I don't know. Sure, it's good. Could the money be put to better use? I mean, well, here's the thing. Do you think Tiger Woods is going to promote himself more on social media than he ever has in the past? And is he still going to be number one? I've
never seen him in a cast before.
That's a good point. Okay. All right. Well, you got me on that one.
No, I don't. I don't know. I think that this really is an opportunity for players if they want to make more money off the course. They can help promote the game, and it helps them with trying to react to the PGL efforts, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I would say it is 100% in response to the Premier Golf League and those. But so the other and the Premier Golf League was a little bit of a different format. It was going to be, it's kind of the what was it, the XFL versus the NFL kind of thing, So it maybe, I guess you could call it gimmicky if that's not too harsh of a word. But but you got to do something to trick it up and make it exciting. Well, how successful have any of those subsidiary leagues been, if we can call them that? It's in, I don't know, does it give people some access? Maybe. Is that money better spent on the Corn Ferry Tour?
Is there a swear jar?
I know. Hey, I know who's going to be all in that one. Don't bring the swear jar to spring break. Baker's Bay does not allow swear jars. No, they do not.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. Good stuff. Hey, this is like the first time in weeks that we're not playing at a Pete Dye course. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm kind of getting used to them.
I thought you were going to go down and see PB. Are you still going to go down there and do that?
I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to get down there. Yeah, he did. He's coming. He'll be on the show in a few weeks, talking about the Ocean course. So we're excited to do that. We need to get a few approvals from him, but we're still trying to get down there. I don't know what I think he said he'd be down there through May or June. I'm like thinking, shit, it may be getting hot down there in kind of June. But hey, man, a round of golf with PB Dye, who can resist that?
So everybody's been asking, so I'm going to make you do it this time. And we get inquiries all the time like, oh, we want to hear like what you guys are drinking, what you think of certain things. So what you drinking today? Tell us all about it.
So again, Kentucky Derby week. So I thought I'd go with Belle Mead out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I got the couple of horses on there that it's named after. So this is their Madeira finish. So it's a blend of 3 barrels, 7 to 9 years, blend them together at cast strength. And then they put them in Madeira barrels for at least 3 months. And then they pull it out and cut it down to, I think this is 90%, I believe. 45.2. So coming at just over 90.4 proof. If you're smoking on a cigar, I think this is absolutely definitely with that Madeira finish. I think that's the best part of it, oddly enough, but I'm a huge fan of cask finish bourbons and whiskeys.
Sounds like you're getting ready for Miguel too.
Oh, I am. I've got some sticks picked out for that guy. So, a lot of cherry, dark fruit, toffee on this thing. I'm getting that kind of sweet punch from the Madeira, which is really, really nice. Got a nice oily mouthfeel. I get a little cocoa in there. Not like hot chocolate, but more like kind of that dark cocoa powder. It's really good with that cigar, man. Would just just keep that thing going. Like a
baking chocolate kind of thing in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like that dark chocolate baking bar. Yep. Get some leather. Oddly enough, and I haven't had coffee since this morning, but I do get a little bit of kind of, and I would say more of the espresso, kind of that froth, a little bit tannic. And got some nice oak spice in this thing. So yeah, if you're a fan of cask finishes, I think the Madeira is definitely the way to go with this Belle Mead. I will say I have had other cask finishes that I wouldn't say that I like them better. They're just different. This one doesn't really lead with that kind of, if you think about like a port finish where you're picking up that sweet tawny, real syrupy taste on this. I'm not getting that out of this one. I'm getting definitely more oak, nuts, that dark cocoa.
What's it run?
It's probably $70 a bottle, give or take, depending. It should be, I would say, relatively available, but yeah, getting a lot of nuts on this thing. I actually like the finish, kind of the best part of it. It's got that kind of A little bit of a dry tannic. I'd say it's medium to long. Got that nice oak spice, and there is no burn to this at all, which is dangerous. We'll see how the rest of the show goes.
Oh, good Lord. Here we go. Man, yeah. So there you go. There's your Kentucky Derby pick. So you're going to be sipping on Saturday come, I don't know, 6 p.m.?
I think we're going to drop a few more releases this week, and I may start out with this one, but I think I'm going to go for some pinhooks, some pinhook pours, and I think we're going to whip up a few mint juleps for the show. So we'll do, traditionally, Woodford Reserve is the official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby. We're probably going to get outside of the Woodford, but that double oak, I may try one with that. I've got some of that over here that I don't drink very much. So I don't really have a good use for it. So we may go double oak with a mint julep, see how that goes down.
A JT mint julep.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, but the Bellmead Madura and they've got several other finishes out there, but it's 90, easy drinker. This one all day long, man. It's a good, easy pour.
Nice. And then, well, I think that's it for PGA news, right?
By the way, did I tell you Tiger posted a picture?
Let's talk about it again. All right, we'll be right back with our Valspar fantasy picks and predictions coming up next. Cheers.
Cheers.